He said to them, "Haven't you ever read what David did when he was in need? When he and those with him were hungry? During the time when Abiathar was high priest, David went into God's house and ate the bread of the presence, which only the priests were allowed to eat. He also gave bread to those who were with him." Jesus is here having just taken wheat from a field that is not his and did so on the Sabbath. Now the response is not anger that he took wheat from a field that wasn't his. That's actually allowed. You're allowed to take from the outer edges of fields in Jesus' time. That was part of the deal, part of the agreement. The thing was that he did it on the Sabbath. And so Jesus' response is, "Haven't you heard about King David?" Now, we've heard about King David, right? And when we read this, we go, "Oh yeah, King David." But he adds a name here. Abiathar, however you want to pronounce it. And there's probably other pronunciations, and I'm probably getting it wrong. But either way, Abiathar. He says, "Haven't you heard about Abiathar? When, David took the food from the temple. Haven't you heard about that?" We might pass that over because we don't recognize the name, and well, it's hard to pronounce, so let's just move past it. But what's interesting is when we discover the meaning of that name, it means Father of Abundance. I think Jesus is having some fun here. He's not only pointing out King David, which of course has some authority in Jesus' world, but he's also pointing out that it was under the rule of Abiathar, Father of Abundance, that David did this. Sure, it was on the Sabbath. Sure, he did something he wasn't supposed to do, but when you're in the midst of abundance and people are hungry, you feed the hungry. I think that's what Jesus is pointing to and helping people to see, is that we're so busy worried about the right way to do it. We're so worried about the legalities and the fine print. And in the church, we're so worried about orthodoxy and rules and ways of doing things that we fail to see that people are hungry. And so in a world of abundance, with the Father of abundance, we feed. Amen.